Like Scoob! Welcome to a brand new episode of Devil May Cry 5! Roll Reggie! That bit died. Okay, well, welcome to another episode of Devil May Cry 5. I don't know where I'm supposed. Oh, I still use the power up. It's been 2 days. Remember on the other episode, or I guess last episode, from the other day, when I was like, I'm gonna go and try to record like 4 or 5 episodes by Friday. Well, guess what? I'm recording 1 episode and it's Friday. Because that just happens sometimes, you know? I'll try to make this maybe like a 20-minute episode like old times. Let's destroy this car. Can we destroy it? No. I don't know where to go because I'm lost. I suck at video games. Hopefully we're going the right way now. That'd be great.
That's gonna collapse? What?
I guess I did go the right way. See, kids, now this changes everything. Did you just fucking hit me? You sack of shit? So kids, this is basically how you win the game. You just gotta do this constantly. So, I started season 4 of Arrested Development, and man, it's pretty weird. It just doesn't feel the same. Separating them, for the most part, it's not complete separation, because they do, like, it's not like each character is on their own adventure. It's like, okay, these 2 or 3 characters are doing one thing, and then another one's doing another thing. And keep in mind, I'm also watching the Netflix redo of the season, where they turned it more into a syndication show. So now basically each episode has like 2 plot points. So you get like about half the cast in one episode, and then half the cast in the next. It doesn't move right still. But it'd be really hard to just naturally move, you know, the story along if they had everyone together. Or if they just did the thing where it's like, okay, now this half season is all about this, and then we're gonna move over to the other characters. When the main thing that really works for the show in the first place is just all of them bouncing off each other, it's perfect. So the fact that they even bothered trying to remove them from each other is very weird and doesn't work. The show is still funny, but because they're not all together, the show can't be as funny. The potential's kind of just wasted in a way. But I can see why people don't like season 4 as much. I'm kind of indifferent. It's one of the scenarios where it's not bad enough to the point where it's like, I just wish they would stop. You know, it's like, yeah, sure, it's not as good as the first 3 seasons, but I'd rather have an okay Arrested Development than no Arrested Development at all. It's not gotten to the point where it's unwatchable bullshit, you know? I think I'm fucking up badly here. Either that, there's just an extended battle, man. A banana piano man. Sing me a song tonight. Where do I go now? I think something is telling me that I have to go up here. Also, I've watched, I think, 5 episodes now, and Michael Cera, aka George Michael, and maybe have not done anything. Like, they've had seconds of screen time. It's like, what the fuck? Remember in the original show where basically everybody had something to do at least almost every episode? Even if it was just to do one quick thing and then not be in the rest of the episode? That was fun. But now it's just like, nah, we're just gonna ignore characters. Like, Baby's not one of the best characters, but it's like, I want to see what she's doing. Michael Cera and, you know, I mean, George Michael and her are the characters that have evolved from young, I guess, from teenagers to young adults. And it's like, actually, no, technically, I'm very confused about the positioning of the show. I think the season probably needs a time skip of some sort, because the season is still in 2006, which I keep on forgetting about. And I wasn't aware of this. I mean, I should be, but I wasn't completely. Because you think it would be, but no. I mean, you think it wouldn't be in 2006 because it's been 7 years, but as of now, as of the first 5 episodes, there's no time skip. So the characters have awkwardly aged. Like, Lindsay hasn't aged the best, but it's supposed to be weeks later, so she's aged dramatically in weeks. Tobias is like kind of also gotten a bit older and heavier. Like he's not fat, but it's like, you know, like when you're 35 and thin, and you're, like then you're 45 and thin, but not at like a different type of thin. That's kind of like the same thing. It's like packing on a little bit of weight as you get older. That's like what happens when you don't really work out. I think out of all the characters, well, besides Jeffrey Tambor, who just kind of has been an elderly man for the past 20 years. I think Job is probably aged the best. He might be in better shape than when he was in the show, for all I know. I'm wondering if he has a toupee, because in 2003 his hair was balding. And now it's still balding to the same extent, but it hasn't been balding barely at all since. The only noticeable difference is that he has a tiny bald spot in the back of his head now. So I think maybe he has some sort of hair extensions. I don't know what's going on. I need to look it up. But yeah, I want to see how it looks in season 5, which is another 6 years, 5 years later. Oh shit. It's getting to the point where I've heard that season 5 also isn't so good, right? But I would not mind... As long as they're all together, honestly, I don't mind how fucking bad the show is. Because I like them all together. If they're all together, just weaker material, that's a win for me at this point. And I'm also hoping for a time skip, because honestly, the characters, man, have not aged well enough to really be like, this has been weeks. There's some illusion I have to break. Oh my god. Did I do something to him? How did I wanted on a duck. I keep forgetting. Let's look. I don't know. This is good gameplay. This is what you want to see, isn't it, guys? Oh, and I got the punchy one, which I don't want. Oh, yeah, come on, climb up, come down, bitch. This is the content you adore. I know you guys want so much more. I'm just punching him. I'm punching this guy. Oh, it does reach. Okay. I got the sword back, guys. I got the sword back. I lost the sword. I just punched him. Okay, whatever. Oh, he's not dead yet. Die, you pussy. Wow, guys, this is just epic.
Whoa, looks like I took in a little too much. You okay?
I've been better. Dante, that demon is...
Don't even think about it. Just rest. Dante! Take care of Trish for me. Dante, wait!
Dante, wait. I don't know why that just was so stupid to me, dude. Oh, is that the hot blonde chick who gets me all the views on YouTube? Ooh, I'll do feet Vore. Guys, I think she's dead. Come on, get a good... Just get her face in the middle of the camera. Or even facing the camera, and we have 1,000 views. Yes, we did it, guys.
We can win.
What was that demon bee? Where did it come from? Urizen is not a demon. I know that for a fact because I'm from the underworld.
Oh, hot underworld chick Vore.
Oh my god. What are you then?
It doesn't matter. I'm a shadow of my former self who lost everything.
Wanna fuck?
The story of my birth.
I don't want to know the story of your birth. I don't care. Your lips be chapped. Oh, good. They skipped it. Now, I'm not ending the episode already, even though I should, because it's the end of the mission. I got an A, even though I kind of sucked. Well, guys, we're past the halfway mark, so we'll do a few minutes into the next one, and I might have I think I have more time to actually film another episode now that I look at my my shit. Alright, oh, die, I gotta hit X. Maybe the end of this episode, I mean, maybe the start of the next mission will start with a cutscene that will last a few minutes, and then I can just start the next episode with you know, gameplay.
Suffering defeat after defeat. That man's body was reaching its limit. Breaking down.
It's not easy being white. It's not easy being brown. So precious to be bright.
His twin
I
brother.
got children all over town.
Dante.
That's some Arrested Development, guys. I'm not racist. I swear. Sometimes when I lose my way, I get up and hell I get down. Okay, now what's this shit?
Heavy chain that does freeze my...
In order to defeat his younger brother, he could only do one thing with the crumbling flesh and feelings. He needed to separate man from devil with the strength of the Yamato.
Well, he has white hair like Dante. What's going on?
And eventually, the man became a true devil.
As happens. My camera is my screen okay? Is that like the game being all dramatic? Oh, okay. I don't know if that's happened before. Like, maybe it has in this game, but ooh, more thumbnail material.
What little demonic power I have left, but
Wait a second.
approaching my limit.
No! Oh no, guys, I skipped the cutscene. I skipped the cutscene. Thumbnail. I was gonna... Son of a bitch.